Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Yeni. I will try to explain the article, and the title is Do Speakers' Emotion Influence Their Language Production? Studying the influence of disgust and amusement on alignment in interactive reference. And this literature review by Ahmad Septianto and Yeni Sumiati. This is the literature review summary and the title, the author, and the article is taken from Journal Elsevier. And this is the link. The abstract, the influence of emotion on the early stages, that where speakers generally prefer to use color in their description, they start to use these preferred attributes such as orientation and size more when they are primed by a pre-recorded partner using these preferred attributes. And there are three types of alignment were analyzed. Alignment of these preferred properties with or without additional properties, alignment of over-specified description but used by G and key, and alignment of these preferred properties only. And our finding highlights the robustness of alignment in referring expression produced in interactive settings and suggests that emotional state can have an impact on this program. Introduction. The effect of emotion on voice characteristics are well established. For example, an angry speaker is likely to talk with a higher intensity and pitch, while a sad emotional state may cause her to speak softer and lower. However, the role of emotional state on other building blocks of the spoken language production process, such as conceptualizing and formulating a message, has reserved for far less attention, and we conjecture that the influence of emotion on spoken language production extends beyond the established effects on articulation. In this study, we concentrate on a specific external influence on the spoken language production process. And that emotional state has an influence on spoken language production is arguably neither unexpected nor we zoom on one aspect of content selection, not studied before whether emotional state influences the way speakers in conversation speakers continuously adapt to each other. In addition, we study whether the emotional state of conversation partners influences in speakers in a negative mode appear to be less egocentric, and disgust has been found to narrow the attentional scope egocentric behavior and perspective taking. In spoken language production and emotion, that the emotional state can influence all stages of the spoken language production, but for deciding what to say and deciding how to say it, and articulating extra loudly because of surrounding noise. We usually speak in loudly in the loud volume because our surrounding is very noisy, and the sad speakers tend to use more polite wording than happy speakers in their request in socially difficult situation. Adaptation in spoken language. Speakers continuously adapt to each other. Conversational partners can adapt to each other is via alignment, where conversational partners start to use similar representation at representational level, ranging from sounds and word to syntactic and meaning representation. When one speaker is talking in vast high-pitched voice, the other speaker is more likely to respond in kind. When one has a preference for a particular syntactic structure, the other is increasingly likely to use this structure as well. The influence of emotional state on egocentricity and attention. Conversation partners need to keep track of which information is shared common ground and which information is not. That individuals adjust their differing expression depending on which information is shared, and the amusement and disgust and their influence on egocentricity and attention, not only positive and negative valence, but also certain distinct emotions have an effect on egocentricity in perspective taking, disgust, anger, guilt, shame, and etc. This is the object and the methods. The participants, a total of 140 students, 36 male from Dutch University, participated in pairs forming diet in the experiment, and the materials they use are emotion induction video, emotion scales, conversation about video stimuli, director, mature test. And the participants rate their current mood by indicating on a 1 very negative to 7 very positive scale how much they experience the following emotion at the time: happy, sad, comfortable, and etc. The findings: manipulation. The author tests whether the emotion manipulation was effective before expected the attribute used a participant in the amusement and disgust condition. And this indicates that the emotion manipulation had the desired effect. Alignment data processing participant in total produced 4,200 descriptions, 70 days time, 60 trial, 20 color trial, 20 size trial, and 20 fillers. And picture description. And the picture description of the fillers were removed from the analysis, resulting in 2,800 critical trials. And the three alignment that they use you can find in the finding that, and this is the table of the alignment in descriptive. In both the amusement as disgust condition, the primary describe the target pictures mostly with color only description. And in contrast, the effect of emotion and over specification used seem to be small based on the table before, and as described, they expect in interaction between emotion and prime for size use. And discussion, the three types of alignment were studied. And the individuals do not only use this preferred property more, they also emotion on alignment of this preferred property only, disgusted but not amused, because prime with size use this preferred disinterestedly. However, the effect of emotion on alignment disappeared when we include over specification for alignment these preferred attributes, alignment of this preferred property instead of alignment of this preferred property only. The effect of this result are common in studies that use emotion induction. Negative emotion are more easily and stronger. The authors found themselves surprised not finding a stronger effect for alignment with this preferred property only of disgust, and positive emotion, amusement, and pride, say to make sure that the small effect they observe of emotional. Conclusion. In this paper, the authors use an improved version of the referential alignment paradigm of Goodbeck and Kramer 2012 to study the impact of emotion on alignment in reference production. The author result reveal a clear replication of the earlier findings of Goodbeck and Kramer, but using a novel experimental paradigm which is considerably more naturalistic than theirs is. And additionally, we found a small but reliable effect of emotion on alignment in the sense that discussed speakers were more inclined to align their description to their conversation partner, but only by using minimally specified description. This suggests that emotional state can indeed influence the way speakers conceptualize their description and hopefully offer a stepping stone towards a more extensive study of how a variety of emotional states influence different aspects of the language production process. Thank you. That's all my explanation. And I hope you will like it. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.